Hey everybody, this is EternallyPrussian's Warframe, trying again at max settings, so we're going to see the frame rate drop, and then we're going to see how this turns out. I am doing a capture mission, and I'd like to give a quick shout out to Yue Kagine. He and or she was commenting on my YouTube channel, and mentioned that my stealth stuff was way out of date. I'd been forgetting things, I had just not brought everything up to par, and I wanted to include some of the new stuff and really take an honest look at this. So, stealth has changed a little bit in game. Now, stealth, of course, some mechanics are still the same. You go behind somebody and use your melee key to do a stealth attack. For me, it's V. For you, it should probably be E. I'm just used to playing Borderlands, so it's bound to V. You come up behind somebody when you're completely cloaked, and you'll see a stealth attack icon. If you see it and you feel confident, just take it. You'll be able to deal damage to them. Even if you have really high damage, you cannot puncture through shields. So if I were to stealth attack this Flame Blade while he was walking, I wouldn't be able to do much of anything because he'd have a shield. Now, even somebody deprived of shield, if high enough level, a crit may not kill them, and if it doesn't kill them, well, then there you are, they're still alive. So detection mechanics are mostly the same. So if you were in somebody's line of sight, like within, I'd say a couple meters of them, they will be able to see you and they'll start running and they'll make a noise, and that alerts everybody around them. So if you want to stay quiet and you're not right away detected, you want to avoid letting anybody know. Now, stealthy gameplay does not always mean using stealth attacks. Stealthy gameplay can be quite as simple as using silent weapons like the Dread, the Paris, the Kunai, the Despair, and most melee weapons, actually all melee weapons when you do a stealth attack, are obviously stealthy. I think that's all the stealth weapon. The glaive. The glaive, when you throw it, is also a stealth weapon. So long as nobody is able to reach that command console, you see that right there? If a Grineer reaches that, and just taps in buttons for a few seconds. Same thing goes for a Corpus. The Infested are not smart enough for that, so you don't have to worry about them. Generally, if an enemy stops like that, and they just sort of move around a little bit, you can't stealth attack them. So, when they tap in the console, you have a second or two to knock them down, but if the animation ends up completing, or is close enough to complete, it will alert everybody. You'll hear the alarms going off in the ship, and once you hear the alarms going off, you want to find the guy near the console and gun him down before he can get anything. So, another essential piece to stealth is probably using a Shade Sentinel in the first place. I mean, you max out Ghost, you're going to have an incredible time. Stealth is going to be much easier, and even if you are detected, it's still incredible just to have that time to reload or refill on shields or whatever it is you're doing, even if you need a quick break for a minute. And as long as enemies are near you, which generally only happens if you are detected, otherwise they'll just wander around because they don't know you're here. If they are near you, you can remain infinitely cloaked so long as you do not attack. No abilities that are not really physical affect it, so something like Slash Dash would affect it. Shuriken would not. Smokescreen would, I believe. I know Teleport, if you kept near an enemy, would affect it. So you want to use like Null Star for Nova. That is great if you're cloaked, because instant stealth attack. So each heavy weapons have this stealth attack where you hit somebody on the head so hard they just drop dead. Piercing weapons like daggers and such, you literally stab it through their spine, which the spinal fluid, I believe, somehow connects to the brain. Not entirely sure how it works, but I know for a fact in real life it also works like that. So, another way to be stealthy without having to use the Shade Sentinel or cloak yourself all the time is... Oh, a fun little thing to do is if you have a Shade Sentinel and you block the control console and it's the only one around, you can literally just stand in front of the control console, but be aware that the Grineer shove will push you away from it and they will immediately activate it. Heavy units will activate it the same as light units will. It's just that the heavy units are much harder to kill because of their shields. And although they may stay in place like a sitting duck, that is your best time to take advantage of them because it is free shots, and free shots is good shots. Now, with the Shade Sentinel, when you're near an enemy within a couple, I'd say like a meter or a few meters from the enemy, you will be cloaked until you attack. So, another example of being stealthy would be, see how I put a hole through that Grineer Lancer? Cut him in half? That's a good thing. However, if you are seen or the enemies see you hit someone, well, you're screwed. You have to kill them off right away. Shielded guys, you want to take out a weapon that has as high damage as possible. For instance, my Despair. That death noise. It's not a one-hit kill, they will make a death noise. You hear the music changing in the background. That means that you have a chance of being detected. Any enemies nearby will be alerted. Same thing with breaking crates. It increases your chances of being found. But if you crouch and break the crate, it's basically a matter of you can literally run up to a piece of glass and smash it to bits with your foot, or you can smash it more quietly, meaning you'll have a less chance of being detected. Now you see by that death screen, that guy's looking around. That means he's alerted. You cannot get stealth attacks when they're like that. But if you one-hit kill, you're back in the clear. So just keep wary when you are. So, not all missions you will be able to stealth. Some missions will have you unfairly spawned in, where you may have to shoot a security camera and that will alert them. Sometimes you may spawn in and there may be an enemy right there. Also, other times are when you catch fire. That's an easy way to get you spotted, since obviously you're a 10-0 and you're on fire. Another thing that you need to look out for, infested missions, stealth is incredibly hard, because any infested within a 10-mile radius, never mind that here's a gun blast, but anything else will actually attempt to kill you, and they will just rush in after you. It does not matter. Now, Grineer Sawmen have received an upgrade, which I will cover in Know Your Allies, but I want to put it in for this stealth as well. You can no longer just simply ambush them. They have shields now, so you must deal with them as effectively as possible. Since some missions, when you have cross-faction missions, for instance, if you're in a Grineer level and you see Corpus roaming around, or you're in a Corpus level and they're already running around and shooting things, and they're already on alert, that means that there's another faction on the ship and there is no chance of stealth there. You will have to deal with it as it is. Remember to stay out of the line of sight if you want to keep stealthy. And I say that's about it for the new stealth mechanics. Again, props to... See how when I miss, it's fine? That is the value of stealth. So I'm just gonna crouch around, and you get no bonuses for a stealth mission, by the way. If you pull off a mission without being detected, it's pretty much, see, there he is. That's pretty much the game's way of saying, good for you. Also, stealth tends to make missions a lot easier simply because you don't have a billion people running around trying to kill you. Alright, see how he has spotted me but that other guy hasn't? Watch what happens. Oh. You want to be aware of doors opening and other people, because if you are not aware or you set off an explosive barrel like that, it is a great way to be detected. Heavy Grineer. Our chances of stealth are going to plummet. Unless you can Shade Sentinel, your chances of making it, of continuing to be stealthy, will just hit the floor. Okay. I am not going to go for an entirely stealth play, but I want to be fairly stealthy. But when we run into that heavy unit, there he is. See, we can just completely bypass him just by being aware of our surroundings. Whoa. Always listen for a change in music. If you hear a change in music, that most likely means you're going to be detected. Actually, it doesn't mean you're going to be detected, my bad. It means you have a much higher chance of being... Oh, see, he saw me. And now everybody in the area is alerted. And the moment gunfire happens, you're going to put everything on alert. See how he started firing? That means everybody in the nearby area is going to be on alert. See how he was on alert, but he couldn't see me? That is another problem. So I think I'm going to do this capture mission, and I, of course, Oh, there we go. Now remember, if one guy dies, it's more than likely somebody else might take his place. Be it immediately or not, you will have somebody else trying to make you detected. Because remember, you're not supposed to be on these ships, but you are. And it's not like you care. I mean, it's kind of the point is to be here. So, whoa. What is causing this lag? Because it's not the frame rate. Shield Lancers, you can be stealth attacked now, but they become, oh whoa, they become a huge problem because they have their shields up, and that just creates some really, really shitty frontward attacks. That, and sometimes they have more health. Scorpions are another problem because they are loud. I mean, it's impossible to miss a scorpion. You can hear them from a mile away. Alright, now, you see how he was moving away? When you're undetected, your target starts moving around because they don't know you're here. They're not going to try and find a place to hide. They're just going to be moving around, making it easier for you to capture them because you can get the surprise. But if you are detected, they will find a place to hide and they will immediately start running. Now, I want to finish up this mission really quick because I'm pretty much done with the stealth mechanics. So, let's see. Who can I knock out? Let's look at the playing field here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. I'm not letting you activate that. No way. Ah, the guy's missing an arm. Whoa, what is up with these drops, man? This is not okay. Alright, Shield Lancers. See? Sometimes the shield absorbs it, sometimes it doesn't. Oh god. Okay. Everybody in the area is alerted. Take them down as quickly as possible. Whoa. I don't even think Fraps can handle anymore. Oh boy, I better just rush to extraction. Because my Fraps starting to crap out now. Okay. That's another great thing about this is, even though there's only one guy alerted, he has no idea where I am. Watch all your corners. You want to get out of here stealthy, you gotta watch, and you can't just run out into things like I am now. That's another reason why Shade is just so helpful. He will cloak you if there's any enemies even suspected to be nearby. See if I can get to extraction without being spotted. That'd be a hell of a thing. Here, stealth. Let me show you how. Problems start coming in when you get into these big areas, because there is a ton of places that enemies can be. As well as this one, because you have no choice but to parkour it. Huh. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do that. Not that I mind, but still. Let's see. No. Uh-oh. He's going for detecting me. Oh! Oh! No. 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 Oh. No. Get off that console. Oh, damn it. Alright, should be clear for now. No! Should be clear for now. I always hated these big rooms as well. Way too easy to be detected in these. Just way too easy. Alright, now let's just get ourselves to extraction as quickly as possible. I do not want to... Oh, God, this is just a room full of enemies. Phew. There. That should give me some temporary cloaking. Generally, smokescreen isn't a good idea. Just because your chances of being detected are high when you use an ability. Because if you use any ability, they will hear you. So just keep that in mind as I make it to extraction without being detected. They really should add a bonus for that, though. But anyway, that is it for the stealth mechanics. Yes, I know the hate has a glitch when you cloak where it stays like that, but oh well. That is it from Eternally Prussian. More videos soon.